This is Tales of Swordfall.
Episode 26, Treasure Trove. So, what is Tyrker up to? It's a cold morning. Nork is doing his thing where he's trying to get everyone to eat.
Oh, I imagine he would have brought me some bowl of food or whatever we're having, and Ticker wouldn't have really unpacked much, just enough to kind of lean up against a tree or lay on the ground or whatever, just enough to get comfortable, but not set up a full cot or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And he would have been pretty ready to go as soon as the sun came, as soon as he was done with his meditation. Basically, he's ready to run as soon as Rand started watching.
All right.
And Khalees is just doing her thing, and she's chasing leaves that are falling, or what's left of the leaves falling out of the trees.
Yeah.
Enjoying life, not knowing that there may be danger up ahead.
As blissful as it could get.
Yep. And after you're down the road. The prints still haven't gone away. Those are still easy to track. But seeing that there's just one road, it looks like the kobolds were just following the road back. And it doesn't seem, as you're tracking them, that any more kobolds joined up.
Okay.
Can I keep an eye out for any of their scouts or possible ambushes?
Yeah, give me a perception.
Oh.
So you are going to keep a lookout.
And Nork's also just trying to keep his wits about him a little bit. So I guess I'll roll as well.
Yeah, you don't see any signs. It's kind of weird. It just seems like they all just booked it up the road and retreated.
Seems like one of those mornings when you're just walking through the forest, just a little bit of chilly fog and everything's just dead silent.
Yep, except for, the grass that has been slightly frosted and kind of crunches.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Probably whatever noise Khalees is making.
Yeah, that's probably making the most noise right now. She is, chasing after, the last mosquito that's actually out, or, whatever. She's
a little bit.
Go ahead.
Nork's gonna say, he's gonna sort of voice his thoughts and say, it's almost as if nothing ever happened. It's kind of peaceful, but a little off-putting.
I assure you did destroy a tower with one swing.
I saw it.
And Nork's just gonna look over and roll his eyes real big, making it
just
very
ruin
obvious.
your moment. just ruin it.
I put it back up.
Yeah, I'm sure no one will have noticed.
Not at all.
So you continue down the road, and there are signs that they were through here. You do find a mound of, you probably would guess is basilisk feces, which is pretty gnarly and gross, seeing that they eat whole deer, and also probably turn them into stone before they eat them, but that's neither here or there.
Extra crispy.
Yep.
Or,
extra chunky.
A little crunchy.
Yeah.
It does turn back into meat after they are devoured, though.
Yeah, probably. So
trust me, I'm a basilisk expert. Yeah, I'm a basilisk expert.
I kind of like I thought you were trying to say Basilisk X-Lax, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Not yet.
Well, that's a thing.
Not yet. Um, so, you
Wonders of pharmaceuticals.
you finally make it up the hill. That's right before Longbarrow. And Nark, it is not as you remember it, because it is a complete and utter mess.
Yeah, Norik's kind of squinting and looking around, and it almost looks familiar, but it looks very not familiar. He's like, he knows what everything is, but it's just not what he's seeing.
And
It's a little bit heart-wrenching.
and it seems like maybe someone gave them the order to paint the town, because there's a lot of purple paint on doors.
Does that have any significance?
Uh,
That we know of?
roll me an investigation.
Oh.
Let me try. It would have been funny if she rolled a 20.
It would have been.
I mean, was
So-
Ash gonna ask out loud if it had any significance?
Yeah, I'll just kind of scratch my head and be like, I don't really know what that means. Do you know? what that
Rand?
means? Any idea?
Rand just looks at the doors and then looks at her hair and is like, I got nothing.
So
And Norik's gonna look at it and just look back to shoot Ash and say, I worry that this might be personal.
Personal against who?
Possibly against me.
Oh.
And we have that nice dramatic shot of Norik looking over at his house, and on the door, there is Draconic.
Norik's gonna walk over to the door and read what it says.
Nixanis shall rise. Or, no, Nixanis shall be whole. Telsadar will rise.
Xanis, Telsadar. History check on these names.
You don't have to, because you recognize both of them. Telsadar is the thing that Tyrker was talking about when you guys were resting before Longbarrow, about the puzzle pieces. You were talking about that.
Right.
yeah.
And Nexanis, you're more familiar with, because that happens to be the name of your
Your
cult.
special friend.
Yeah.
Norik actually never knew its name.
I just know the sound it makes when it takes some life.
Because by the time he found out he was working for a purple dragon all that time, he was about to be devoured, and he GTFO'd.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a lot of backstory. Yeah, but you do recognize it as the words that the kobolds were shouting at you as they were attacking you, though. And
Nexanis will be whole in the purple paint, and the visage of the mangled dragon that was about to devour him.
And you also
I
notice,
think Norik about put 2 and 2 together now.
Yep, and you also notice that also on your door, kind of written like haphazardly, is Draconic for no. And you start noticing that every door has no on it.
Did you say no or gnome?
No. N-O.
No. Okay. No.
Also,
and Nork's just gonna read all this out loud and just convey the info to the others.
Yeah.
Does this have meaning? Does this have meaning to any of you?
Does
Can
it?
can I? So we're in Longborough now, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What I'd like to say is, can I roll an investigation, or perception? But I'm looking for that particular hut that has something on a shelf.
Oh. All you have to do is hold it and say the word.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Wait. So I hold it and say the word,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll lead me the way. I just can't see where it was in there.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll reach into my special pouch, pull it out, and I don't know what the word is, but I'm sure I'll.
I don't remember what the word is either.
It's in my notes somewhere. I'm not gonna go find that though.
Actually, I think
say
it might be on the item if I was smart enough.
Let's check. Ugh. Guts to zoom in.
Nope, wasn't smart enough.
Nope. No, it's not in there.
Nope. So you say the word, whatever it was,
Yes.
and your mind's eye, like you physically are seeing this without seeing this. It's like a camera shot. It starts traveling through the town, goes up a hill, goes literally through a door, and it takes you inside of like a house that does not look like it's been ravaged by any of the kobolds. And there on a shelf, there's the next puzzle piece.
Nor's just gonna look over at Ticker as he's doing something weird.
Yep, he's just like spacing out, eyes
Spacing
wide
out
open.
with this
Rand's
holding this
just
puzzle
staring at
piece,
him
and
like,
Nor's just gonna say, "What's up? What are you doing?"
Rand's gonna say, "You think he had too many of his mushrooms?"
I didn't see him eat any today.
Oh.
And I'm guessing that's when I come back.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't had mushrooms in a day, maybe 2. I'm gonna
How
go
you
exploring
handling?
through the town, see if I can find some. That's why one of the main reasons I came to Longborough after all.
And Nor's just kind of gonna squint at Tirker and look at him straight in the eye and say, "I'm not going to stop you, but I'm going to come along."
Good enough.
Do we
Follow me.
see
Rand's
any,
saying, "I'm not
kobolds?
liking this, but what what ground can I stand on?"
And you were gonna ask something, Ash?
Oh, I was gonna say, do we see any movement in the town? Do we see any enemies, any kobolds, any basilisks?
Seems like they abandoned the town here.
I don't like this. Where are they? Do we see any tracks?
Give me a survival check. From your guess, the tracks are a little old. They don't see. They all look like there are many tracks here, and it doesn't look like they did a return trip.
Rand just kind of pauses and thinks. This kind of vaguely reminds me of that dream I had last time we rested. Well, not the last time, but the time before.
And Nor's just gonna look at Rianne and say, "Dream?"
You know, the one that I woke you up screaming?
What was it about?
Okay, so first I saw Sasa. She wasn't paying attention to me. Then I went falling down, all the while hearing Tangle's laugh. Then I fell onto a net. When I fell onto the net, I saw hundreds of tiny little villages just on fire. And then I had this weird lady basically look at me, and she was pretty crazy looking. She was like, "Daughter?" And then I woke up screaming.
So you had a dream of hundreds of villages burning.
Hundreds of villages burning. Delson, other tiny villages, mostly around the Elven country, but there was a lot burning.
Hmm. Well, it could be just a bad dream, and I sure hope it is, but it could also be something worse. Because I've
And
definitely had a few odd dreams myself, but nothing quite that shocking recently.
but yeah, I
I'm
mean, I've had a scary dream or two that did come true. Like that one time we were in that bramble forest like area. Then granted, also in that dream I was diving into like a pool of gold pieces, so that didn't happen either.
Yeah, I bet you wish it did, though.
hmm I'd rather want magical items though, but I'll take gold.
So, Tirker, you are going to split from everyone and start walking, or is everyone just going to follow Tirker because, spooky abandoned town is spooky?
Sounds
Nork intentionally is following Tirker. As he
yeah.
said, not gonna interfere, but wants to come along.
Okay.
Rand's just like, I got nothing better to do, so I'm just following.
I think Ash, he'll stay within shouting distance, but he's going to start scouting out the surrounding buildings and seeing if there's any clues or anything interesting.
So, first we'll deal with Ash. You don't speak or read Draconic, do you?
I do not.
Hmm. So, you notice there's a whole bunch of repeating patterns, and every once in a while, they'll change. And it looks like the places with the change symbol are a bit more ransacked than the ones that have the more common symbol. And it looks like they were searching for something.
Interesting.
And Nor, you kind of see the same thing as you're going through. You keep seeing the symbol for no, and every time there's a yes, it seems like the place is way more ransacked.
Mm-hmm. And Nork's just gonna say, they were definitely looking for something. Is it the same thing you're looking for, Tirker?
I don't know. What were they looking for? More mushrooms?
I don't think they attacked an entire town for mushrooms.
What is
And
it that your dragon wants?
Um, First of all, I'd appreciate if you didn't call it my dragon. I do not want anything to do with that. It was unfortunate that I got involved in all of that. However, I'm guessing that it is moving to attempt to regain its power. Attempting to. It was mangled and it was maimed. It was wings torn off and an eye missing, and it wasn't the oldest of dragons. I imagine it would have been devoured if it stayed in the Underdark, which is probably why it came to the surface. and tricked many people, including myself. I'm guessing it's searching for something that'll help it regain its power.
And do you have any idea what might do that?
I have a feeling you know what might do that.
All I know is that there are powers that are much greater than things such as dragons. I don't know
I
if they'll
could
be.
believe that. I saw Rand's head get reattached. I don't think a dragon could do that.
Things more powerful than.
If
that.
y'all would have seen how Tangle's entrances come about. Ugh. Everything freezes.
Well, anyway, yes, I could totally believe that.
So, Tirker, you're going up the path, and things look like they are becoming more and more ransacked. Like someone was following the same path as you.
Interesting.
And finally, you find the door.
Mm-hmm.
And Norik, you see not yes or no on the door, but locked. Literally a question mark with locked. And it looks like this door has been scratched and burnt and battered.
Interesting. It says they tried to open it. They tried to force his door down, but they said it was locked. They think it's locked. Hey, Ryan, are you able to see if there's something that's maybe magical holding this door closed?
Sure.
Why don't you try that key that your god wanted to give me?
All right. Well, let's give it a whirl.
So you clutch the key in your hand, and as you start getting close to the door, kind of like the book, the door starts vibrating a little, and more as you're starting to get closer to this door. It seems to be almost becoming so blurry that it's see-through. And you finally just touch the key to the door. The door just seems to disappear.
And Nork's staring pretty wide-eyed at this.
Yeah.
I'm keeping this key.
Thank you for listening to Tales of Swordfall.
Please consider listening to these podcasts.
A long, long time ago, in a land far away named Phylor, there were 4 legendary adventurers.
We are the Adventurous Four, renowned across the land.
Using their cunning and strength, the party defeats many monsters and saves many lives.
Nick takes a fairy blade and stabs it into his other eyeball.
Oh my
God!
gosh! Can Hugo jump on my back? Do I cast Expeditious Retreat?
Yeah. Can Bob roll a d20 for me?
I don't like that. I don't like how you asked that.
D20 business.
What if I rolled a 1? What if I told you I just rolled a 1?
Come and join us weekly at How the Quest Was Won. Found anywhere where podcasts are located. Purchase not necessary. No real magic was used in the making of this podcast.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.